my name is Judge, and welcome to another YouTube exclusive arena run. Tomorrow, we get a new expansion, Fractured in Alterac Valley, which means that today is, for realsies, the last dual class run of this year. So hope to make it a good one. We had a really good one last episode. It's a tough meta, but you know, we just high roll. That's all we do here. We just high roll. Let's see what we get offered today. So, Priest is good, Hunter is bad, Druid is bad. Let's take the Priest.
A king is only as noble as the card he plays.
Talk to me about... Get out of here. Priest Warlock? I mean, I did a Warlock hero power last time. But the problem with the dual class meta this time around is, like, there's only, like, 3 or 4 good combinations, right? Like, the rest are bad. There's Paladin, Warlock, Paladin, Demon Hunter, Priest, Warlock, Priest, Demon Hunter are just so much better than every other combination in existence. So, do we want to... Warlock's a fun hero power? You guys aren't going to be mad at me if I take Warlock again, are you? It was Pallylock. It's a pretty nice combination. I feel like we will take the lock because, like, this could be fine. You just take a Shaman hero power. Honestly, these are actually kind of like okay. These aren't garbage. They're like roughly 50% win rate. This is like probably like 60%. These are like 50. There's a lot of class combinations out there that are like 25 to 35% win rate. So these are actually pretty good. I think we'll still go the lock though. It's like the highest chance of actually having class cards. Let's do it. Oh my god, these class cards right here, Reform Scheme. Start with a Sky Talon. Oh man, Imprisoned Vile Fiend's a pretty good demon. Ugh. I have regrets. We should never have picked Priest. Renew can find Soul Mirror, and that is, you know, or like, it can find Soul Mirror, it can find Mount, it can find all sorts of Priest nonsense. If you're holding a Shadow Spell, deal 2 damage. Warlock also has Shadow Spells, I believe, right? So, plenty of them. So maybe we'll find double down on both the Priest and Warlock Shadow Spells. Take some Silence, sure. Stormwind would be fine there too. Grab some AoE. Just make sure we have it. Obviously, you'd prefer your deal 3 damage to all characters to come with a 6/6 body. But I think we'll still just make sure we have some AoE. Good stats. Mad Bomber. Will Mad Bomber be on our side today? If I take Flight Master now, I could look for some 2/3s. I've got the Sky Talon. Does that make this a little better? Maybe slightly? I want to prioritize 3s a little bit, but I think I'll take the Mad Bomber over the Flight Master. Big Chungus. This is always nice revenge when somebody eats your beast. I think we'll take Big Chungus here, though. BGH. Lots of 8-mana 8/8 Moargs out there, so that's a nice one to deal with those. Corpse Razor is great, but I'll take a 2-mana 2/5. Get some nice Chungus. Oh my god, we got some nice Chungus early game. Take a Homunculus now. 1-mana 2/5 into 2-mana 3/5 is pretty sick. Copycat is super fun. We love that. Oh no. Okay. Another Renew. Spoodertonk? Or do I ever go... Like, this is a Shadow Spell for our Defias. This looks like a pretty light... We got 2 Renews, which add spells. Maybe I will try this. Give our Defias some action there, too. Although Renews can find you Shadow Spells themselves, too. Let's go for this. This is fun. Multicaster? Come on. Holy? Fire? Potential to discover some other stuff? Not that you need as much card draw in lock, but this is super cool. Mattis Bomber is pretty funny. Is it better than like a Firefly? I honestly don't know. I'm gonna take it, right? Like, I'm gonna take a Mattis Bomber. Firefly is so good, and we're Warlock. We don't need to be that heavy. We take damage naturally with our AoE and our hero power, so Mattis Bomber can get a little more scary. But like, you know, I'm not gonna turn down a Mattis Bomber. Grab a Dread Infernal. for some more AoE. Grab another Dread Infernal. Okay. Okay. Another Homunculus? Jeez Louise. Oh my god. Oh no! Come on! It's the last day! It's the last day of dual class and you gotta go giving me 2 renews and a Sneeds? Oh, jeez. Okay, let's just take it and get this over with. Oh boy. Another... Man, we have a lot of big Chungus early game. That is pretty wild. Pandaren is sickening. Sweet. Okay. Alright. Let's think about this one. Let's think about this one. We are lacking 3s big time. So if we take Power Infusion, there's not going to be many targets for it, although, you know, hitting Homunculuses with it could be a thing. Like hitting these 2 1s, these 2 2s. I think we probably should just take a 3 cost. Copycat Aggnapper. It's probably not going to be consistent enough to play a 1 cost and a 2 cost on turn 3. So as good as Power Infusion is, I mean, the other idea is you take the Power Infusion and then force... It's a Holy Spell. I have 2 Holy Spells already. And then, like, force whatever 3s you happen to see in the last 6 picks. Because it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice buff. I think we will just take a 3-drop, though. Like, we already have such good quality. Better just take the good 3s here and fill in the curve. Stormwind Guard is fantastic. 3 Bloodbound Imps? 2 Homunculuses, 3 Bloodbound Imps, and a Vile Fiend? Like, is that too many Bloodbound Imps? I got Renews. I'm fine. Could take Serenite? Nah, let's just take more beef. Early game beef. Early game beef. Should I take the Flame Imp too, or the Firefly? Like, that is just so many stats. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna become dead if I take all this. Maybe I should just take the Firefly. Like, I've already got Chungus for turn 1. And how many 3s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I missed turn 3 and I want to fill it in with the second elemental. There's Hogs, right? Hogs are coming to eat me up? I don't know. We got a theme here. Screw it. Let's go. We got a theme here. Give it to me. Fire Plume for sure. And last pick is a... Oh my god. Okay, all 3 of these are insane. I mean, Entitled Customer's got to be it. This card is just a tier above. So, like, we've got big Chungus, small stuff, and then if we don't overwhelm them in stats, we've got plenty of late game AoE as we come into this and renew stuff. This seems pretty good. Not a bad last draft. This is going to be my personal last run of the meta. Fingers crossed that I mean, this deck is amazing. The deck is amazing. I have taken good decks to, you know, not that many wins this meta because there's a lot of crazy stuff out there, but I think that this one should go pretty far. I mean, it's bonkers. It's insane. This deck is insane. Let's get into it. Oof. It's got a few too many priest cards, you know? Too many renews, too many Goliaths. Ugh. Big Chungus demons. Like, we're gonna have such good starts, like, so consistently, with 2 Homunculus, 2 Homunculi, 3 Bloodbound Imps, and that Vile Fiend. Like, that's so many stats. I could miss turn 3 and still be fine.
Now you're sailing on my sea.
So, here's the thing. We have so much good early game. I don't think it really matters. I don't know if I ever toss Goliath. This card's the best card to ever exist in Arena, and it just is so ridiculously strong, especially with the coin. I feel like I always keep this. Maybe going first if I don't have the start, I toss it. Maybe, especially in such a good deck. But I feel like I'm holding on to that Sneed. It's just so disgusting. Sky Tone, where's my imprisoned Homunculus? Homunculus. Warrior Hunter is a really atrocious combo. I think it's got literally under a 30% win rate. Like, no joke. Someone might correct me in the comments. It might be in the 30s. But it's bad. I think I'll hold this. They do nothing turn 1, and we don't really have a turn 3 or 4 for that matter. So I think I'll hold on to that, just play this, and maybe this fills in some curve on turn 3 or 4. Oh, look, we got our record back. So for this, interesting. I guess I'm going to have to adjust the overlay slightly, because this is in a different spot. Up until yesterday, there was a bug that took away your record over here, and you just couldn't see what you were at. You had to rely on the deck tracker. So that must have just been fixed today. Sorry, we don't have any ink. Slam. Very, very slow stuff. Now, against a hunter, there's no way I'm attacking with this, unless it's to trade. Not a chance. Just tempo that and this, probably. And just chill. Coin the Stormwind Guard. I want the highest health thing to be buffed, so I keep that in the middle for Guard coming in. And if it has 3 attack, will I attack face? Maybe. We'll see. Probably not. That's extraordinarily rude. Luckily, we're so far ahead. Luckily, we're so far ahead that that doesn't obliterate us. Like, they don't do anything on turn 2. Often, if you just get a glutton coming down on turn 3 or 4, it's just game over. Like, tempo-wise. Maybe not in this deck when we have this this lad. This deck, 2 renews is just... Take away all the other 28 cards, just drafting 2 renews is gross, as it is. Okay, a couple of smoll pirates. Looks like we're going to mix in a tap here. And slam our copycats. Definitely make a trade here. And I think that can go face. That 2/2 is blocked, anyhow. And, like, you can really prioritize face damage when you have this card, right? You can just go face because you can clear the board anytime you want after when you get to turn 8.
This one's a real page turner.
Sure.
Fresh out of the oven.
Bread! Oh my god, order, man. You could've... Okay, never mind, they're at full health. Oh, you're lucky, Regador. I thought you maybe didn't eat enough bread there. Okay. Do I want a Dread Infernal here? It's not really super great. It's not really super great Dread Infernal. Do I want to trade the Librarian first? I don't need to silence anything when I can just clean through anything with this. So I think I will toss this and look for a different play. Yeah, that sounds about right. We have plenty of health, so let's do this and play our Homunculus. This is definitely going to die. Do I have any spell damage? I think we will just play you. Seems fine. I want this Harbor Scamp to live forever. It's safe. One more turn until we play the card. Okay, that means this 4/5 is definitely going to value trade. Pretty solid turn. Not a horrible Potion of Madness here. What else would I play with it? Would I tap? Any Death Rattles that have died? I want to say no. I don't think... The Devour Mind is pretty slow. I think we'll just take this. And then, do we even play it? We could just play a Dread Infernal here, honestly. If we play Dread Infernal, though, you can come back in with this. Alright. Fine. Potion it is. Slam this. Am I gonna tap? It doesn't matter, right? Like, nothing matters. My decisions don't matter. I have Goliath. Like, it doesn't matter. Should have tapped earlier, but... Cool. Am I getting too cocky and taking too much face damage? I don't think so. I think we're still in a completely fine spot here. Give me some stuff to Sneeds, please. Ooh, 5/2 goes face? Nice, okay, alright, 5/2 goes face. And I'm probably just gonna Sneeds those two, right? Taunt remains intact, ship this to the face, this doesn't attack. Six extra damage that we didn't need there. Potential lethal setup with our Maddest Bomber. Unleash the Beast, mixing in a hero power. Not mixing in a hero power, interesting. Okay. So, there's some ideas here. I could Dread Infernal. Do I want to take 8 and die to, or go to 8 and die to Alex? Because I could go like bump, Dread Infernal, face. I could also consider an entitled customer. How much does that deal? 5? Wouldn't go face with you though. Surely they don't have Alex. Surely they don't have Alex. I could also just go trade, scribe. Or, you know, you can just go face, slam the Mattis Bomber, easy lethal. I think I will do this. The odds of you having an Alistraza are pretty slim, although I'll feel a little foolish if I was like, I'm saying, oh, we won this game for sure, and we just get Alex here. Primordial and Hero Power. Okay. Well, I mean, we were gonna find a way. Like, we were gonna handle this, right? Like, I mean, we even just trade face slam this. It's probably lethal, right? I mean, we were gonna find a way. Alright, GG. We really did put the old heave-ho into it. That's true. 1-0. Going 4-2. I was actually a little closer than it probably should have been, right? Like, they had a pretty slow start. Might have overdone it with that face damage in the mid-game. Show me Homunculus into Blood or Vile Fiend. Yeah, Vile Fiend? Sure. I'll trade the Fire Plume and the Stormwind Guard. And we'll just go Homunculus into Vile Fiend. Which is fair. Come on, give it to me. Get the Sky Talon out of here each and every time. I need my Homunculus. Shaman. Keep? Toss? I think I'll keep. Vile Fiend is more than enough tempo for 2 turns. And I don't want to just get ogged, you know? I don't want to get ogged. So we've missed, like, the completely busted starts. Like, this is really gross. Just playing a Vile Fiend on 2 is already pretty disgusting. I guess we have to give them a Freeze Lady, eh? Unless I want to give them a Sky Talon. That's fine, because we do this. We give them Curve. They play theirs and freeze my 4-3, and then we get a clean trade on the 3-5 into the Shadow Weaver, so that's fine. But yeah, some of these games we're going to see, like, just the most disgusting starts you can imagine. So many large lands. Hey, whoa. Hey, yo. Where's the Freeze Lady? Okay. Why don't we do this then? Focused Will here? Do I want to tap? No, I want to play it. I want to play it. Tempo first. We can tap next turn. This is a ton of stats here. That seems good. That seems good. Do you think this person's Jim, or do you think, like, they're just insulting Jim? Because if they're Jim, that bodes well for us.
You wish to
Very strong card. Very strong card, but just a little bit awkward for them. 4-mana 3/3 or tap. We tap and miss, it's going to be pretty atrocious. I think we just play a 4-mana 3/3 here. I think that's better than doing nothing. Just keep the pressure on. We got tons of good cards in the deck. Soon we'll be able to start mixing in taps. We've got Dread Infernal next into tap something. Just too likely we missed that turn there. Hey? Unkind. Not nice. Dread Infernal likes killing that 2/1 though, or does it? Do I want to tap? I think now that I drew this with a 4/2, I just want to tap. Gets more options. And bonk and bonk. And now that we're holding on to Entitled Customer, we can definitely mix in a bunch of taps, try to gain some card advantage, and take away a lot of our opponent's stuff at once. They do not have taps, so, you know, good night, Jim Kite, when that happens. Scorpid and Totem. Mad Bomber, you want to snipe here? Mad Sniper? I think I'm just tapping. I'm plenty healthy, and I've got this. I think I'm just trying to get as many cards as I can. And, what do you got for me, Mad Bomber? Pew! 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 Not too shabby. I mean, it would have been extremely OP if we killed the, Scorpid, but come on. But, come on. They might even keep that stealth and let me Dread Infernal it. They might. Not healing. Oh, come on. You can't just do that. You can't just be healing your guys. Maddest Bomber? Every time? Boom! Say goodbye to your board, pal. Blam! Kablam! Alright, well somehow this managed to avoid most of the mess, but we killed the 5 attack, so that's what's important. Sure.
Is it cold in the shadows?
King's honor, friend.
Okay. I wonder if this is a Entitled Customer turn here. I could choose to deal 4. It's enemies or all? Yeah, it's all other. Of course, it's all other. I could bump here and slam you after playing Homunculus.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
And tap last is actually correct.
More like a wisp than a warden.
So I deal exactly 4, so I don't damage my 9/4 too much. I should probably be keeping track of the spells I play. I've played a Renew, is that it? And then Dark Alley Pact is Shadow, so it already draws 2 actually, wow. So I can play Hellfire and this draws 3? That's pretty whack. Doesn't really look like a great Hellfire board though. I should probably just ignore that. I don't need 3 cards. Like I already have such big card advantage on my opponent. And the good play here is just Dread Infernal, Slam the Multicaster. 4 mana, 3/4, draw 2 is still insane, and I just don't need that many cards. Ooh, a copycat of our own. Nice. Play a big Chungus. That's a pretty big Chungus, but not quite big enough. I need it to be slightly larger. Alright. Scribe, Copycat, Flame Imp, Dome. Seems good. Still got Goliath in the deck with 11 cards left, and 3 Bloodbound Imps. These we do not want. This we would love. A small dunt. Sure. Jim, what the heck? Are their cards simply too good to give to me? Like, what is it? Is this Copycat just soloing here? Like, what is that? Do I dare tap? Nah, Battleground Battlemaster and Og would be lethal. So why don't we just do this? Hagatha's Scheme? Maybe they're gonna Hagatha's Scheme. Yeah, so let's... That would mean I do play the Eggnapper, actually, then. Yeah, that's fine. And I just don't think I want to tap. Battleground Battlemaster and Lightning Storm would be lethal. Like, it's just not worth it. Rude. I pour 1 scroll. I'll take a Shadow or Death, though.
Do you have an audience with the king?
You know that's gonna die, right? You know that's gonna die. Are they gonna let me or are they gonna concede? Yeah.
You win.
I'd do the same. Alright, Jim. GG. 2 and 0. Almost a lieutenant commander, which is like the second or fourth or sixth best thing on this list. I don't actually know what it goes up. Grand Marshal, right? But I just don't know the path there. How close is lieutenant commander? Close? I could look it up in about 5 seconds. I'm not going to. I like the surprise. Flame Imp on 1. Silent Storm. Oh, a Shaman lock.
Bring the fury of the elements.
Neat.
Wisdom shall bring victory.
1s and 2s, baby. Show me all the good 1s and 2s. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Okay. We got the good 1s, that's for sure. Get this rolling ASAP. Into this. Top deck a, I want to say copycat? Okay, you've got good cards too, I see. Boop. Boop. And worst case Ontario is tap and Sky Talon. It'd be so greasy if we drew a 2 or a 3. So they coin the 2 to compete with our strong 1. Okay, then a 2/2. That means they could clear. I use the Sky Talon on that all day before going face. So do I get anything playable? I do. Oh boy. Okay, never mind. Change of plan.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Change of plan? Freeze this? Go face with this. Doesn't really matter. They're gonna heal up anyway, but looking to get some better trades in on it. Might Sky Talon the 3/2 and then make that value trade. Yeah, that's quite strong. That's quite strong. But not as strong as how many stats we've thrown down here. I think we probably start by tossing that. Maybe we get, like, we've got 3 Bloodbound Imps, right? So I don't want to tap first. I think I want to do this first. I'm going to play the Sky Talon. Okay, then tap. Then this. And I think we do make the value trade. We'll try to mix in a bunch more taps. I mean, we get more healing from the Mistress than our opponent.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Pretty solid stuff from both sides here. Shaman spell. Tiny toys? Tiny toys? You gotta get out of here, buddy. Stop it. Or I'm in a 3/3? In this case, I have the entitled customer, so I don't think I need to do that. And that's pretty bad. Alright, good turn. Good turn. Let's just keep tapping. I mean, we got entitled customer, we got Goliath, we got big Dark Alley pack, so we'll take it a little more slowly now. Try to get our opponent to try to flood the board. They're mixing in taps too, though. Pretty good Hellfire. Start with tap. Mix in the Hellfire. If they have an audience with the king, we don't really have a great way to answer it right now. So let's actually hold up 1 attack. Since they can't tap and play audience with the king, and then the turn after we can just, like, Sneeds it.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Seems good. Now we really, like, we don't mind at all if they play an audience with the king, so much better time to put them to 15. What is that card actually called? Do you have an audience with the king? There it is. Lion's Guard. I love it when that happens, you know? Oh, man. Oh, man, do I look good at Hearthstone right now? That's so nice. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, man. Oof. I don't think I need to trade that. I've still got an entitled customer. It's a good thing we didn't go face with that 2/2. You know, that would have been sad. Volcano takes up most of their turn, and they're at 5 health. We've got removal. Oh, healing. Wow. We have some Chunguses. Just get you out there. Smash the 2/5 in here. Threaten lethal. They can't play Moarg Forge Fiend this turn because they had to overload. Hey, that's a pretty good top deck. Hey, yo, that's a pretty good top deck. Need more stuff. Yes. Yes, good. Good. Maybe this. Now they play their Moarg. We BGH it. They gain the armor, so we don't have lethal, but we're still just so far ahead on board. They concede. Ooh, that's a fun card, but definitely a desperate one here. We also have, like, Renew into Void Shard. Is that a card in right now? I think it is.
Run! I will hold them off.
That's gotta be lethal, right? How much does this deal? 4? Something like this.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Are you gonna clean that up? This deck has a lot of strong cards. You know, I said that during the draft, and now after playing all the ridiculous cards, you know, it can definitely be confirmed that we have many just extremely, extremely good cards. Probably pretty tough to beat a Goliath into an entitled customer. Didn't even get to our renews. We started with 2 Homunculi and a Flame Imp. Just overstatted for days. Going for 4. Show me that Homunculus into Imprisoned Bile Fiend. Do I keep a 3? Because I have so many 1s and 2s and not that many 3s. Against Jug, the Priest Paladin.
Wisdom shall bring victory.
I think... Going first, I really want to start with that. I think I don't. I think I've got such good 1s and 2s that I just need to go for them. And I get the 2... not this. Homunculus? 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 Could I bother you to be top decked here? Okay, well, we get Freeze Girl back, so... whatever. Bloodbound into Freeze seems fine. What do you got for me, Jug? Every time I see a Paladin, you just gotta be so scared of Righteous Defense.
Side effects.
That card is whack.
Trust me.
Alright, perfect counter to Mistress.
Don't have any ink.
Is not having any ink.
Smelly fish, yummy fish.
Now we get the freeze on the 2/3.
Legally binding.
So that we can make a value trade with it.
In the shadow.
If they play the Lifesteal Weapon or Underlight Angling Rod, that'll be, you know, sad, but I think we play the board that we know exists and not let them have this bump. Next turn's looking like a tap in Defias.
Talk about a nice suit.
Hey, that's not nice. Maybe I'll top deck a Shadow Spell. Maybe I'll discover a Shadow Spell. That could be pretty good. Could that be pretty good? I think it could be. Let's try this. Shadow! Shadow! Ooh, Shadow. Oh my. Yeah, let's go with that one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now what do I do, though? Do I just hit here? Do I hit here? I think I still hit you and then trade here. That is some nice stats. Coming into Stormwind Guard. Oh, I probably actually should have kept the 2/4 in the middle. I probably should have played the 3/2 on the far right.
In the hand of the king.
Probably doesn't matter anyway. Bonk here. Or just kill this off. Keep a 3/5. It's Priest, Paladin. They have a lot of AoE. A lot. Consec, Holy Nova, Spirit Lash, City Tax. I think maybe I just do this.
King's on a black ice.
We give them Goliath every time here. Crystalline Oracle into Sneeds. That's the dream. That's the dream.
These are due back tomorrow.
Okay, that was not for me.
You have them.
I'm gonna guess that we didn't give them Sneeds, actually. I'm gonna guess that we didn't give them Sneeds. I'm also gonna take a gamble in saying I don't think they had a ping either. And we are going for 5. Now, the deck is fantastic. You know, we're 4-0, we're having a really good start. I have taken some pretty good decks even, like, I want to say like 3 or 4 separate times this meta to 5-0 and then crashed at 5-3, 6-3 against just other insane decks. So I'm hopeful, but still, you know, I don't know. Get me to 7 and then we'll talk, because this meta's been pretty whack. No, why can't I just go Homunculus into Imprisoned Vilefiend every game? So I believe Paladin Warlock is actually the only combination that's better than Priest Warlock. Statistically, they're both very close and very good. Alright, well, we got a Homunculus, we got a Copycat. Let's see, Imp. Nice. Pretty good. Corporal? I'm a Knight Champion now. Wait, was I always a Knight Champion? Oh wait, I'm going to be a Lieutenant. Commander. After this game, if I win, right? I don't know. Look at all these 2/5s. I hope you like 2/5s. Opponent coming into Copycat. We're gonna get a nice coin. Are you gonna coin a 3? Surely you are. I'm not gonna play off curve to avoid the coin. If it's a 3-mana 3/4, add a coin to your hand, so be it. That's still a really good card. If I top deck, say, an Egg Napper, sure. I'll play that. Oh, the coin's gone. The coin is dead.
Eyes are open.
Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead and slam this Copycat. Do I want to give that a bump right off the bat? Make it tough for them to come in here? Or do I just want to do nothing? Because I'm probably not going to go face. Although you are a Warlock too, so maybe I will go face. Yeah, you know what? You're a Warlock too, and I have Renews. So let's actually take that even trade. We top deck our 3rd Bloodbound Imp. Coining Earthen Ring is interesting, right? Because normally you'd coin out your strongest tempo play on 3 and then follow it up with your other 3-drop. And a 3/3 isn't really a strong tempo play, so I wonder if they have like an Enthusiastic Banker or a Nobleman maybe, and that's what they were going to go for. It's going to give me a Drain Soul Og play here. Or Coil? Okay. Let me just come back with Bloodbound Imp, Drain Soul. And they aren't going to hit. Yeah, that seems great. Make sure we go face first. I'm surprised they didn't bump here after giving us a Drain Soul. Guess they figured it just wasn't good enough to have us double trade here anyway. Blessed Goods! That's a Tyrion, man. We gotta get our silence. Or win on turn 7.
I have things.
They have a really, really weak tempo start here. I mean, we're playing huge overstated minions, and they've played, what? 3-mana 3/3, 2-mana 1/3 are the only minions, a bunch of Discovers and draw. Getting off to a really slow start here. So now what do I want to buff? Probably one of each? Ooh, that could be Reckoning. So let's do this first. In case it's Noble Sack. Could be Getaway Kodo. Was that discovered by Pandaren? It was, so they're just going to re-roll. Am I that confident it's not Reckoning? They could have just filled in the curve. If they re-roll this for 2 mana, I think we're okay with that.
King's honor, friend.
So let's test Reckoning with this one. And it is Getaway Kodo, yeah. It is Getaway Kodo. That's fine. You can have it. If you want to pay 2 mana to continue to not develop stats, I think we're okay with that. Especially holding on to the Renew.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
So they just... Yeah, that was the Getaway Kodo one, right? Looking for Righteous Defense on the 3-6 maybe, or the 4-5? It's fine. That was drafted.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
And yeah, we were probably going to ignore that anyway. Great draw. Just this.
What a tragedy.
They could double trade here, so maybe I'll just do this one trade, and then ship the rest dome here. So now if they do play Audience with the King, we have enough stats to just trade into it and still keep the board anyway. Plus, we'll start with a Renew and see if we find a death or another answer to it. Sneed, Renew into Silence, easy peasy. Or just top deck the Librarian. What do I want to renew here? Could renew my face. How would I deal with this normally? Bump, bump, 3-2, maybe Bomber, or whatever's in here. Let's do this. There's also Shard of the Naru, which is 1 mana silence all enemy minions. Which would have been just fine as well. Our opponent, yeah, they really didn't do a whole lot there. I wonder if they just missed their, like, curve. Iceblood Tower. Heck yeah, Lieutenant Commander. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Or if their deck is just Discover stuff, and that's kind of their win condition. So I'm a Lieutenant Commander, and 780 honor later, I'll be an actual Commander. Like, that's pretty good. I think there might only be 2 above Commander. I'm gonna look it up. I'm just gonna look it up. Warlock Mage. Subwoofer. It's always fun to see the mages at high wins because it's a pretty bad class right now.
Shall bring victory.
Boop. So it's always fun to see them up so high because you know they've probably found some fun mage stuff. Unless it's just the Warlock cards carrying, but they don't have tap. Okay, Hearthstone. Honor. Rewards. Sure. Ranks. Whatever. Fractured in Alterac Valley rewards track. Is that... Wait, that's not... Is that what... That's not what I want. I don't want the rewards track. Will you share with me the honor system? Here it is. Yeah, here it is. So it goes Commander, and then after Commander, there's Marshal, Field Marshal, Grand Marshal. Okay, so 3 more after Commander. Oh, sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. I was just learning some stuff. Nothing wrong with learning a thing or two. I wonder if we want to coin the Copycat. I doubt it. They hero power. We don't need to coin this. In theory, we just get something better from this anyway if we wait.
Sorry, we don't have any ink.
Oof. What does that mean? Fire sale? Are we having a fire sale? Hellfire? Entitled customer, mayhaps? Don't think we trade the health against a mage. They have reach. We have tap. We'll use that for trading minions.
You got the wrong guy, pal.
Okay, I'll take one of those and play it on curve happily.
You got the wrong guy, pal.
I wonder with the renew and the fact that I'm getting so far ahead, I want to ship this dome now. I think I will now. I wasn't sure how things were going to look last turn, but with this coming down, it's a great card, but it's slow, and we get one too, and we can freeze it next turn. Right? Like, they make this bump or whatever, and we just come in with the freeze and keep going face.
You looking for
Ooh, neat.
Lord?
Do I need to be worried about that? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. Dren Infernal could be okay for going for board here. Oh, yeah, with coin. I think I just renew this. And that's actually insane, right? Call of the Grave is incredible, but now I mean, it's just this all day. Forget the freeze, right? Now we just coin a split on this. And that's just nasty.
I ain't no snitch.
Audience with the King. Audience with the King. Sky Talon Plume trades. Seems fine. Renew, man. What a life. I think Renew could honestly be 2 mana. Field for Argus is reasonable. 4-2 into the 3-4. We still potentially have a lot of face damage coming in. We have Fire Plume that could go face. Oh, ho, 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 baby. Do you have a 2-drop? Do you have like an Annoytron? Oh, could you imagine? That'd be sweet. Darn, that's too bad. I think they should have started with Magic Trick. Oh! Magic Trick into Shadow Council. That is a pretty good Magic Trick, I gotta admit. I gotta admit, that is a pretty good Magic Trick. Do I have Lethal? Do I have Lethal? Doesn't look like it. But I could I set it up? I wonder if I should Mad Bomber here. Or if I should play a little more board-orientated. Fire Plume. Like, I've got so much health. They only have demons too, no spells. We go like this, like this. It's gonna be pretty scary if we leave this alive. Maybe I should clear the 2-4, because if they have like big 2-cost demons, like you get doubled. Are there any taunts that would be annoying? A few. There are a few. I should probably kill that. Yeah. Like we have so many stats to threaten lethal anyway. And my Mad Bomber might just, you know, rebel. Big Taunt Cleave could be something they play here. They're playing a top deck, not even a demon. Come on, really? Top deck Audience with the King? That's hilarious. Okay, well, we're hoping we can win by the next turn. Multicaster? How much damage do I have here? If Mad Bomber behaves, that's a pretty lucky top deck there. But like these aren't gonna wake up for a little bit. Like we kill this, and we still have the next turn to set up lethal, right? So, what does that mean? What do I want to do here? Maybe I get a rush from this.
I ain't no snitch.
Okay.
Magic? Yeah, I've heard of it.
I ain't no snitch. Legally binding.
In the shadows.
Hellfire is lethal anytime. Renew into something could be lethal anytime. Maddest Bomber. We have Dread Infernal and Mad Bomber for potential reach. Plus, these are not awake yet, so... F-Strike me? Off the top, maybe?
My blades.
Yeah, that's a good card, but it's definitely not good enough here, and they know that. Good night, Jim Kite. That's pretty fun. Magic Trick into Shadow Council is pretty hilarious. Just came down a little bit late. Again, we've got so many crazy overstated early game cards that it can be really tough to keep up with that and even have your great late game stuff be relevant. 6-0. 0. Entitled customer, do I ever keep that? Druid Mage? What the heck? What's a Druid Mage doing at 6-0? Oh my god, I love it. I hope we lose, honestly.
Wisdom shall bring victory.
Guac. Guac and Druid Mage, you're crazy. Alright, give me the good cards. I see a Homunculus. That's pretty good. I got a lot of 2s. Let's see one of those now. I guess I could be a tap on 2 gamer if I had to be, but I would love to draw one of those overstated 2s. They're hovering over this, going like, wait a minute, that's a 1 cost? Oh my god. 2-drop? 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 Tap last. Alright, well, we're drawing a lot of 6s, which is going to be really good for turn 6. What brings a Druid Mage to 6-0? Conjurer's Calling, right? Conjurer's Calling? Park Panther, maybe? Is that in? I think that's in. Eggnapper is nice and protected behind this 2-5. If they hero power on 3, we're cool with that. I love omelets. And they tossed their Impatient Shopkeep, so they surely have a good 3-drop, right? You wouldn't really toss a Shopkeep if you don't have a 3. Or, I guess, a coin 4.
Run! I will hold them off.
Okay, Proud D. What could I get here that I'd really like? Holy Smite? Or just play this? I could finish off with a tap, and I've entitled customer, so I guess I'll do this.
Things you never knew you wanted.
Is that ever going to be good? I don't know. Is it going to be better than these? Probably. I think I'll take Embrace Darkness. Maybe when in doubt, figure it out. Okay. Okay. I think I will give that a whack. Embrace Darkness is Shadow. We got Shadow and Fire. Plenty of card draw here, maybe. Haven't seen our Goliath in a bit of time. Maybe that'll come down. I guess we've been, like, winning games pretty fast because of all our other good cards. Okay, don't think we mind that a whole lot.
A natural mistake.
And that is pretty strong. Bonk. Bonk.
Talk about a nice suit.
Those were priceless.
Seems good. Spreading Plague. What do we do against Spreading Plague? Entitled Customer, right? So try to hold on to the Entitled Customer. If they have a Spreading Plague. Okay. A couple options here. I think I will go with the Scribe. I want to say Scribe. Scribe or Dread Infernal, right? I can go 3-2, 1-2 in, drop the Dread Infernal, or I can go 4-3. I guess I'll keep the taunt.
Those were priceless.
I guess I'll keep the taunt and ship that dome. Keep 6-6. It's pretty close. They keep playing off the top. I wonder what if they just have big hefters? There's 2 cards they've kept on purpose in the starting hand. Fireball's pretty good. Seems like a nice clean board for a Scribe. Do I want to renew as well? Add a Holy Spell to the mix? It's a little awkward. Sometimes you want to hold the renew because you don't know what you need right now, but it does fill in the curve. I think I will do it in this case. Grab a Free from Amber. Neat.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
Oh, secrets? What the heck? Secrets! Secrets! I want a small thing here. Frozen Shadow Weaver, I can live with that. Right, I'm guessing it's Frozen Clone or Mirror? What is it? It's usually not spell related, is it? Frozen Clone, they get to freeze all my stuff forever? I definitely don't want to give them card draw, though. And if this gets countered, I'll be very, 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 very sad. So if I'm doing that, then what do I do? I never just risk it if it's counter, I'm still ahead, do I? Is that insane? It's a drafted secret. Who drafts counterspell? Right? That's Frozen Clone, baby. Risk it for the biscuit? Yeah, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, because I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, baby. Woo! Oh, mama. Oh, it's never counterspell, guys. Never, ever. Like, why would I ever play around Counterspell? Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. We'll just control this forever. The thing is, if it was Counterspell there, I'm still winning. And the other plays were just so not good, and it's always Frozen Clone or Mirror. It's just always Frozen Clone or Mirror. This meta, anyway. So if you're watching this in the future, maybe Counterspells are all over the place. I don't know, but right now, it's just never counter. Free from Amber did not have a spell school, right? I don't think it does. So now let's give them... this.
In the shadows.
Frozen Clone. Our stuff will be frozen for a while, but that's okay. I don't want them to have anything else. And then... You know what? I should have played that. I had the Freeze Embrace Darkness. Now, I'm winning by so much that I didn't even really consider it, but maybe I should have held this for the classic Freeze Embrace Darkness combo. I don't think it really matters, though. I don't really want to give them, like, a Stormwind Guard, so... And then let's do this. And this is probably going to get frozen a few times, but we're okay with that. I think in my mind I'm kind of just... Whoa! Drafted Power of Creation? Oh my god. That's insane. This is only the second drafted Power of Creation I've seen all meta. So in 5 weeks, I've seen 2 of these, this being the second. That's great. It's too slow. Like, they're dead. They've died. They needed a taunt and they didn't find one. Too bad. I hope that they're also at 0 losses. You never know. Like, they could be at 7-2. Right? Like, they absolutely could be at 7-2. I hope that their run is continuing, though, because a Druid Mage at this high of wins is a beautiful thing. Decent. Hey, infinite run. Nice. We've been pretty lucky these last couple of weeks. How many, what is it, 4? I want to say we've done 4 or 5 dual class runs. First couple in Sneed's meta were, well, not very good, but we've gotten lucky with the YouTube runs these last 2. Because I promise you, the 12-win decks are, you know, have been pretty rare. Like, we've had a lot of garbage this meta, so I'm fortunate that we fired up 2 good ones to end off the dual class YouTube runs. Ignapper Keep.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Wisdom shall bring
Ignapper Keep, I go first. We're against a Mage Paladonger. I think I just got too many strong 1s and 2s to keep 3s going first. Oh, or I miss everything entirely. Yikes. Well, let's see if we can top deck. Tap into freeze into 4-5 is our, like, worst case. This is a hand that we're happy to see Sneed's, because we probably are going to need it with missing the first 2 turns. Unless we top deck Imprisoned Vile Fiend. Yeah, better go tempo. 2-drop. It's like a Blood Raptor, right? All good. We get hogged, we cry. But better play tempo first. What is a Legionnaire? That sounds high. That sounds like high up, you know? It sounds impressive. Okay, well that's a nice freeze. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. If I freeze it, then what am I doing, though? Bumping and fire pluming? Maybe I should just play this and let them have this. Okay, whatever, here. You win. You got a nice noble mount. Bonk, and then I bonk.
Got something to hide.
Sure. Sure, I'll take a 2. Maybe just cause them to play off curve a little. Who knows? Maybe they had a 3 so strong they could just never give it to us.
Pay attention, class.
Ray of Frost incoming? Like, I'm not gonna double trade into that, right? Like, I got Dread Infernal anyway next turn, so go ahead and summon all the 1/1s you want. Show me the Ray of Frost. Whoa! Volcanic? City Tax? Sweet beans! Alright, too clean of a Dread Infernal. here. So definitely going to be bonk. Bonk. Next turn, Scribe Homunculus into a pretty good 8-cost card. Is Sky Talon better? Don't think so. Boop. 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 Meteor exists, so we'll put that in the middle. It's pretty strong. I mean, it's pretty strong for the board, but it's not really good enough to win the game, right? Like, if you just spent half your cards to play catch-up here, and we have tap, we have Sneeds, it's just like, it's just too much, right? Oh boy. You hate to see it. Oh, gross. Hey, this card's rotating out tomorrow. Yeah, you know what, Max? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Max. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. No Goliath starting tomorrow, though. Going at 4, 9 wins. Show me the busted start now. Show me those little guys over here. Priest Lock? I'm a Priest Lock.
For the light. For my daughter.
Wisdom shall bring victory.
In theory, you can coin Pandaren, grab a Shadow Spell, and play the Defias. It's not as good as these tempo cards, for sure. And you don't know that... Well, you're probably going to get a good hit here, actually. I'm going to toss the Stormwind and look for the curve pieces here. Which that is not. And I guess we coin the Importer? I don't love that, but... very likely you hit a Shadow Spell, very likely you hit a good Defias target on 2 with a 1/3 on the board.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Yeah, okay.
I have things
Shadow!
you never knew you wanted.
Shadow! And it's really good, too. And it's like a really good Shadow Spell. So we love that. Holy Nova's good, too, but multiple reasons to grab this.
Strictly need to know.
Alright, so that 2/2 comes in and takes out our Defias. So this is kind of like a cleave. But that works for me. Keep the 1/3 on the board, come to freeze, this, and this. Our Goliath saw we got to infinite and was like, okay, now it's time to come by every game here, right? That's very strong. That's very strong. Not too kind of you there.
Is it gold in the
Those
shadows?
were priceless.
Maybe we can make this value trade now? Mayhaps?
I have things you never knew
no.
you wanted.
You think they got a Soul Mirror? Oh man, that's bad if they did. We got Renews and a Pandaren, so we gotta find these Renews, you know? Okay, a little bit of this. What if... Nah, what's the best target here? Like, I could go this trade, just hit 2 here. I could kill this off, value trade. But then this comes in, and that's a little awkward. I think I just do this.
Those were priceless.
And just leave one of these minions alive, right? They make this trade, I keep it 3/3, that seems fine. Probably looking at a Call of the Grave turn. Hopefully we find Stubborn Suspects. Maybe? Or we top deck Stormwind Guard. Or we top deck Dark Alley Pact. Interesting. So Shavara doesn't matter. Okay, sure. Call the Grave. Give us a 4, buddy. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff right there. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Gain a stealth here. The Akama Prime, is that actually something we want? I'm not sure it is, but 2/3 attacks and leaving this 3/3 against here is really nice. We've got Sneeds, we've got the silence for when they play their Elec mount. sets up a pretty good Dread Infernal. Okay, that's a pretty Garbo-Warbo 3 cost, but I'd say that even just rolling the 4 in the first place was definitely super lucky. Playing hard around, you know, they didn't tap. Playing hard around BGH there, respect. With Sneeds here, I mean, they could, the punish to this play, I'm never tossing this. The punish to this play would be, what, trade and then they Dread Infernal? We're always keeping this because they could Elec mount this, make a trade is something that could come down here. And we go face also because we have Sneeds and we can kind of just like pick and choose what we kill next turn anyway. If they don't have Elec mount, the silence might be used for an audience with the king. Look at all these, look at all this. What is this? Homunculus, Homunculus, Imp, 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 Renew, Renew. Like, what are you guys doing? Uh-oh. So I'd be willing to wager that their first discovered spell was not a Soul Mirror then. This board doesn't seem worthy of a Goliath. This board does not seem worthy of a Goliath. So I guess we're tapping. I guess we're playing that tap game here. Yeah, okay.
King's honor, friend.
And let's just go Dome. Let's just go Dome. Let's just go Dome. Let's just go Dome. Audience with the king, we got Goliath for, or silence. Like, we got answers for it. Let's just see what they come up with here. Keep it so that if they Soul Mirror, a Hellfire will be fine. Or a Sneeds, for that matter. Hey, there's a silence. We were waiting for you, Elec Mount. So when I silence, I'm probably going to follow up with a 3 and a 2 then.
Inside voices, please. Talk about a knife.
And we're going to use the 2 that can go face since we're pushing for lethal here. Now we'll see if they have audience with the king, and then it Sneeds, and then they just have to be like, oh my god, what the heck am I supposed to do against all that crazy stuff? Do you have an audience with the king? It's a pretty good card.
Probably.
Not just the city of mages.
Okay. That looks like a pretty fortunate Dread Infernal draw. Don't think we need this. I were to Hellfire. I'd Dread Infernal then Hellfire if I were going to do that, but that does that really work? I really want to do that? I also have 7 damage to the Dome, potentially. If I use this, and then I'm coming to this. That actually sets up lethal. How would I do that? I'd have to go 1, 2... I can't even actually clear both of these. They're too awkward. So why don't we do this first? Get those D shields out of the way. And then let's do... Do I tap? Maybe I should have tapped first. Am I bad at the game? Maybe. Yeah, let's actually... Tapping might be a little unnecessary. Bump face for 3? 6? Yeah, okay, I can do it. And I missed the 3 face damage, and I'm bad at Hearthstone! It's official! I was playing around, whatever, man. That's actually a big miss. Don't worry, I got Renew and Sneed, so I don't need to be good at the game. So don't fear. Have no fear. Top deck is Hog, sure. Bone Mare, okay, that's a little more frightening. And they're gonna push 6 to to the dome, and what does that mean for us? It means we're going to. Well, we're two off lethal because I'm garbage. Renew, you wanna help me out here? Never punished. Never ever punished. I'm way too good at this game to be punished, right?
Quiet down.
Clean. Never, you know, they say Judge never makes mistakes, always hits those rope plays, and we're 9-0. Going for 10, going for double Ds. Easy peasy. Easy game. Like I said, if you got, we didn't even play the Sneeds. If you've got Renews, if you've got Pandarins, you know, you don't need to think too hard. Why can't I just start with my 1s and 2s every time? Game? You know what I mean, Bones? Shaman Lock. Gonna see a lot of Warlock hero powers up here. And we haven't actually... Have we seen a single Demon Hunter? I don't think we have. Give me the good curve. I mean, that's better. That's definitely better. Demon into top Keck. I want to say Egg Napper. Bonk. Getting right on it. Bloodbound Imp up next. And, man, it'd be so nice if we top decked a playable card. I'd even take a Homunculus and then tap, you know? I'd tap on 3. If it meant I get to play a 1.
Sorry, we don't have any.
You too, eh? Dang, that's really unfortunate. Off to such a good start. Why can't those have been in the other order, you know? They're a Warlock, let's make that trade. That's tragic, because we have such a good 1 and 2, and then it's just like our lead is just down the drain. Because we forgot to get all our other early game. Which we have a lot of. Oh, you too, really? You too? And now are you doing it because you have... Okay, well that's something. I was gonna say, are you doing it because you have like an entitled customer or something, maybe? Or a Hellfire, mayhaps? Or a Hegatha's Scheme? Or a Lightning Storm? Storm? Both having to tap on 3. That's actually wild at 9-0. Coins, a big Chungus. Probably a Stormwind. Well, they definitely want to give me the coin with that. Jade Lightning? Oh, no. No! No! I can coin this one day, maybe. Okay. Do I want to just do that? I can't deal with... I don't yet. I also don't want to tap. I think I just want to do this.
King's honor, friend.
And they've got this trade. Audience with the king, if that came down right now. It would be... Bonk bonk. I would deal 3. I would top deck. I could deal 6. So I would actually still not be able to clear that. So I think I will just remove the 1/1 for now. If I could play Entitled Customer and clear a Lion's Guard there, I would have gone face. Wow, that's really strong. It's really strong. Luckily, we've got the Entitled Customer. And they're going face. I wonder if that does mean they have an audience with the king.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Are you gonna clean that up? Now is where they play audience, and then we coin Goliath. And then they hex it, and the game continues, actually, right? Little bit of reach from Hellfire and Dread Infernal. Got the multicaster. I haven't played any spells yet, right? I don't think so. Tap? Are you insane? I see you hovering. Do I just get the 8/8 body out there immediately? I feel like yes. Oh, manager! Like, if we force them to play a Hex here, then they're not developing that much, and we can develop the Dread Infernal after. Or a Siphon, right? They don't have much after. Yeah, cool. I mean, not that cool. We'd rather them have not done that, but... And business is also booming. So we go Dread Infernal first, and they do tap. No fear. Dead to the Alex, no fear. Let's get this on the board. And see what's in here. I wonder if I actually just want the removal. Call the Grave is super good. But if their answer is a Bone Chewer Vanguard right now... I do have... Let's see, Bone Chewer Vanguard. I do have the BGH. Man, that's a close call. Turn 8, they play a big Chungus Taunt, and I play the BGH. They play a Bone Chewer Vanguard, I can bump. Hellfire, BGH Lethal. Okay, so that means I probably can take this. Bone Chewer Vanguard, or Fell a Lord, right? The big Chungus. 2 Demonic Assaults? Whew. Sheesh. Happy to have a Hellfire here. Bomb Squad's not looking super good there. Oh man. Is that better? They played a Hex already. And they don't have lethal set up even if they do Hex it. Let's do this. And then we can always Hellfire next turn. Memorial, okay, okay. Tight game, really close game. What do you got here? More hard removal? That's pretty damn good. That's a BGH after a Hellfire, right? But are we gonna die after? What else could it be here? Renew. Renew helps. Renew helps. Take a Void Shard. Now, BGH develops me tempo, but I do die to a few things. Set up lethal? They would have, like, if they have Alistraza, do we just accept death? They didn't Demonic Assault face, so it makes me think they didn't have that much reach and they need to take the board back.
I wonder.
If they have another big Chungus, I'll be very sad. I think we force them to have an answer. I think we set up the lethal. If we get Alex, so be it, right? If we get Alex, so be it. No arrow to the face, please. A third Demonic Assault, my god. That's insane. 3 Demonic Assaults. Do I have any reach, man? Do I have any more reach? That is wild. Oh, sorry, I have the Void Shard. I'm such a dumb idiot. Did I miss lethal before? I'm looking at... am I just... How many... Oh my god, how embarrassing. Why am I so bad at Hearthstone? Why am I so bad at Hearthstone? Oh, this is so tragic. If you think that I'm an idiot and that I forgot this goes face and it's a wonder I got a #1 NA, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button. Appreciate that. Let's just get out of here. Void Shard can go face, you moron. Void Shard can go face, you dumb idiot. Moving on. Moving on. Hey, maybe in the comments, just let me know how many seconds before me, like 12-time top 10 former #1 NA. How many seconds or minutes before me did you realize what that card did? 10-0, going for 11. What do we got? I see a Defias Leper. I see a Sneeds. I gotta keep the Sneeds. Mage Shaman? Are you serious? Mage Shaman 10-0. We're gonna get obliterated, right? God, I hope so. Do I keep this too, or do I get greedy? If I'm keeping this, I probably shouldn't be terribly greedy. I should hold it. Get a flame in. And a, okay, well, great. Excellent. Rewarded. Mage Shaman. That's such an interesting combination to see this high. It's gotta be Conjurers, man. It's gotta be Conjurers, right? Tiny Toys Conjurers on 9? Hello. If I get a 1, maybe I can avoid playing this Defias. Or I can just top deck that.
Sorry, we don't have any ink.
Back to old tricks of just playing 2/5s for the first few turns. That card is insane. That card is insane. Definitely means we're not going to play the Defias. So I think what we'll do is we'll tap. And still play the Imp. Make that bump. Because then, like, if they whatever they want to play, we can run the 3/2 in. Is the idea? They might scorp this 3/2, and that'd be a little unfortunate. Flame Geyser and Totem. Pretty good. Totem is taunt, so it doesn't seem like we take this. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Renew that back up. Yeah. Yeah. Tap. 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 Okay. Hold the silence, toss the silence. I think hold. What are you playing, though? Like, I've got this, and it's a Mage Shaman. What do I care? Maybe I will toss. Because I've got the Soul Mirror, and I've got the Sneeds. Watch this! This card is so insane. This card is so wild. Nice. And Marspawn too, to discover a power of creation, a Conjurer's Calling. Their Discover pool is Mage. This is a pretty wild magic trick into Conjurers. This deck, dude, this looks like a super fun deck. Okay, Frozen Shadow Weaver. Intriguing. Can do like this.
In the shadows.
Down to 18. Could be just in danger. We use that imp. We use the other imp. These imps are killing us pretty good. It could be in some danger of just losing to some reach. A couple of fireballs, but what are you gonna do? Oh, Ray of Frost. Oh, First Flame. Even better, probably. That's super cool. Dark Alley Pact is nice. We're gonna be taking some face damage. Anything we can do about it? I feel like this has to die. So maybe I'm playing. Do I ever play Fire Plume? And then come into like Soul Mirror or Goliath? Or just accept I'm taking 4 to the face? Could clear board. I don't think that's good enough though. I think we get rid of this and just slam the Scribe and cross our fingers. Off the top. Oh my god. Second Flame. That's awesome. That's awesome. These 1/1s do help us. The Sneeds is very unfortunate for our opponent, right? Like, it just really helps us set up. Now, what do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep all these, right? And we stabilize with 14 left? Still at risk of dying to fireballs. Yeah, I know. It's rough, Shag. You have such a cool deck, too. Still got a Soul Mirror if they play, like... Say they play a Moarg. That just might be worth the Soul Mirror Moarg with Rush, right? Nice fire sale. Off the top. Pretty good top deck. And that fireball's not going face. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Dark Alley Pact. Multicaster.
I've heard of it.
Okay, BGH, Mad Bomber. Still, we have a long way to go here. 28 health.
I brought enough for everyone.
Really? They have a ping. I'm going to be mildly upset. Excuse me? What's that 8 cost? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Shavara into Marsh Hydra? That's sick. That's sickening. You could Soul Mirror and grab this, but you might want to save Soul Mirror for a board you can't handle, right? Although they might not have a ping, right? With the 6-1. That's a tough call. Soul Mirror, grab a random 8. Are they going to get a board you want to Soul Mirror later? Maybe we're just going to be too far ahead. These both die. We get an 8. We play a Vile Fiend to keep a 6-1. Yeah, it's tight. Go for that high roll. They don't have many cards. Maybe you need it for this 8, though. Maybe you need it for that 8. Tough one. We have BGH. What do we get? Show me the good stuff. That's not the good stuff. That's not particularly the good stuff, you know? Like, it's pretty awful. Fell spells. Ooh, we've played none. Darn. Well, that was bad. I was hoping for something that was not Jace. Retargeting here?
Out of my way.
Nobleman to copy your 8 cost?
King's on a friend.
Alright, well they didn't have a ping, that's a big deal. That is a big deal. Renewing this isn't really going to do much for us. Now we could just trade here, Hellfire, and drop this, and then look to renew next turn. Which is what I think we will do. We go down to 10. We get all that AoE in before our Vile Fiend wakes up. And let's see how big their Chungus is.
Woe betide
No.
those who set themselves against me.
No? Oh, I thought they weren't drawing anything for a second. Really? Seriously? I get Jace and you get a full Varian? Are you kidding me? That's from the Evolve on the Shavara. Give me a break. That is insane. That is so lucky. Oh my god, that is so lucky. Okay, well, we got the BGH for it. Do we want a Mad Bomber to try to hit this after or before? We might die, but that's just so ridiculous. That's so unlucky. Complete RNG, like if you just switch those 8s, it's over, right? Okay, let's think here. Mad Bomber hit the Divine Shield for me.
Wanna blow something up?
Thank you. Probably could renew here too, actually. Instead of playing this. Make this trade. Yeah. Call the Grave over Shadow Form?
I've got the beast in my sight.
They could have another one. Imagine they draw another 3 cards with Varian. How funny would that be? Got a Silence, got the Call. Dig Day is quite large. That's okay, might have to trade into that. How much damage do we have? 9, 10, 11. Start with this all day. Yeah. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. They could have... Wait, could they have a second Dig Day? If they do, I'm gonna have 1/1s to deal with it. Okay, sure. And I'm holding on to that silence as we're pushing for lethal for sure. Oof! Oof! Top Keck? What are we doing? What a game. That Varian was extraordinarily rude.
We will hold the Black Temple.
Sure. Ah, that's lethal. That's lethal. A little bit too much. I mean, that Call of the Grave, like as good as that Lucky Varian was, we have 2 renews, right? Pandaren. Like, that's dirtier, right? That is dirtier than that Lucky Varian, so. And I mean, not to mention Sneeds. Not to mention Sneeds. So, whew. All right. Heck. Here we are, 11-0. We got a chance for a perfect run. A chance at it. The deck's pretty good. Let's see what our maybe final matchup could be. Fingers crossed, but you never know. 11-0 is a pretty wild place. I think this would this be the first perfect run we've had on the series? I think maybe. Show me the good start. Show me the good start. The good start. The good start. Show it to me. Druid Lock. A Druid Lock. It's a Druid Lock. Ah, there's a Sneed. Should I keep it? Going first, it's a little tougher. I've got the Mad Bomber. I think at 11-0, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit and get that easy Homunculus. Homunculus. At least I get to toss for maybe a 3. At least, I suppose. Do you know what we haven't played on 2 in a long, long time, if ever, is Imprisoned Vile Fiend. Can I Sneeds my way to a 12-0? Lieutenant General. Wait, that's pretty high.
Please have you back tomorrow. Job's done.
Sure. Sure, just a few top decks away from having our curve figured out. No problem. They full kept as well. A little bit of a bad sign. Most people are not. You know, if you full keep, usually you've got a really good curve out, right? Unlike us. Okay, there's a nice draw.
My greetings.
Hello. Hello. Good top deck on 2 there. Big Chungus stats nice and early.
I have trained for days.
Coins and Orc. How do we want to handle that? Mad Bomber first. You got it, buddy. Nope. Nope. Oh my god, Mad Bomber, you're fired. Oh my god, Mad Bomber, you are absolutely fired. You just threw. You just threw, buddy. Okay. Looking for Renew to find us a turn here. We're really struggling. Top deck something nice. Okay, that's really strong. That is unbelievably strong. And they even have tap to refuel. That is very bad news for us. Would I play a 2-cost spell of any sort at all, ever? I mean, I'm gonna fill in the curve. It'd be if I tap into a Bloodbound Imp instead of this. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing... What, Holy Smite? I can do it next turn. So then Renew. Grab a Power Infusion over a Spirit Lash. You can play Power Infusion on your Homunculus when it wakes up. Ooh, tap. So Fire Plume on the 2/2 for sure.
I have things you never.
And Darren finds either Mount or Ultimate Infestation, maybe? What else? You could have the 1/5 with Spreading Plague. Spreading Plague could be something huge. So there's that. Okay, a little bit of this. Looking good. Our opponent, so the fact that our opponent had to tap on turn 4 really helped our bit of an awkward start. A couple good top decks there. I wonder if we just now Power Infusion on the 3/3, right? Keep the 2/5 taunt up there. Power Infusion to 3/3 to make the value trade. Slam this. It's also a pretty good Dread Infernal. It's also a pretty good Dread Infernal. Yeah, maybe that's better actually. Because then we can Power Infusion the taunt afterwards. We really didn't see... Now, we have so many disgusting cards. in this deck. This was one we didn't see all that often, right? A few times, but we didn't see the Vile Fiend too much. Like, Bloodbound Imp is not that much worse than it.
Reflect in the
Ooh.
well.
Very cool. Very cool. This trade for sure. Slam this. Now, do I want to power infusion this? Because they're gonna trade it so easily. I think no still. I think I still go like this and like this. Make this trade so that they have to overkill. Let's see what they come down with. Now we're holding on to, we're in Sneed's territory anytime, so they're gonna need some pretty excellent quality fast. Which at 11-0 definitely is possible. Like, that's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you just do it, right? You just do it. What do they have? Spreading Plague? Entitled Customers, not enough. Rough go. Audience with the King, we have Silence for. Audience with the King, we have Silence for, and then we'd have Lethal. And there you have it. Hey, 12-0. Excellent run. I mean, the deck is just bananas. I didn't want to be like, you know, this is definitely a 12-0 run or 12-win run, because, you know, there are a lot of crazy decks out there, but this deck was just absolutely insane. Did we play Maddest Bomber a single time? I feel like we won most of our games before we ever needed 8s, and then we found Goliath more than Maddest Bomber. I don't even know if we played it. Alright, hey, GG's. Feels good to finish off the meta strong. I gotta say, like, I was pretty sure that most of my recordings for Dual Class, I was like, we're gonna get a lot of boring, neutral, 4 and 5 wins. We had a couple of them to start, but super, super lucky. Our last 2 back-to-back 12s now with 2 very, very strong decks. Again, picking the right class combination is kind of everything, or I guess I should say was, now that it's pretty much over. Was everything, and the Priest lock, the Paladin lock are huge. We got a little lucky without playing any Demon Hunter hero powers either, because those are very strong, and if we miss that early tempo, they can punish us before we can get to Sneed's. I think any 12-0 takes a little bit of luck, right? You know, here and there. But deck was unbelievable. Like, it just so ridiculous. It's so 2 homunculus, 2 homunculi, 2 renews, tons of overstated 2-drops. Discover, Copycat's tough to play around. You've got Silence, you've got AoE, you've got Hard Removal, you've got 2 excellent pieces up here. Entitled Customer, I mean, just even the Multicaster was fantastic in this list. So just really, really strong deck. Feels good. Ooh, recent opponent wants to be my friend. Nice things, I hope. Are we gonna get a good game? Oh wait, I'm hearing offline. I gotta go online. Alright, Nogly, I'm here. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, 12-0. This deck was unreal. Alright, so they got a shot at 12 still. Good stuff. We made a new friend. We're pals. They're saying nice words, which is super great. Alright. Super good stuff. Look, thanks. Oh my god. Excellent stuff. Hey, thank you very much for watching. Look at that. Look, you see this? Thank you very much for watching. Awesome, awesome run. Really glad we finished off very, very strong in the dual class meta. Next video will be Fractured in Alterac. Lots of new crazy cards coming, so looking forward to that. If you enjoyed the video, I went 12 though. Come on. I mean, if you don't usually hit that thumbs up button, just come on. Give me boop. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
My name is Judge.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is
That's a silly name.
Judge.
Okay, that's enough.